Okay, now we get to cover the part I'm excited about. Enough government. The people. All the children of God. Here's what God's going to give you. First of all, every employer you have, take that back, every legitimate employer, because some of you guys don't have legitimate employers anymore, we're going to get you a raise. And all of you out there that won't have a legitimate employer, we'll get you a new one. Don't you worry. Everybody's going to get a job. And we're going to serve mankind. Because that is really what boot camp's about. Is serving. The luxuries of mankind don't come until you go to the other side. See, we're just learning what it means to be a decent person. And we have to earn it by working. But don't you worry. Pays are going up. And costs are coming down. Healthcare is going to totally be covered by your employer. And you'd be surprised how insurance is going to come down as far as your vehicles go. Okay? Especially when you get it from God. Because He'll be insuring all the vehicles from now on. You're still going to have to pay your premiums, though. You dumbass got 4 friggin' tickets and 2 accidents. Yeah, it's going to cost you a couple bucks. But those of you that drive right, obey the laws, and do right, you're going to be taken care of. It's going to be cheap. You're not going to have this $500,000 liability insurance for all the frivolous lawsuits anymore. Boy, that was getting freaking out of hand. It's like people were wishing for an accident. Please take my legs in this car accident, please. I'll be rich. The shitty part is some that really did have it happen found the money didn't help. The only thing that helped was them finding their heart to go on. See, one thing money does do is provide comfort. There is nothing worse than to be a parent and not knowing how you're going to pay the bills next month. God's going to take that away from you. We're going to work it out. Your rent, your lease, your mortgage, it's going to be paid by the square foot. And we're going to give a discount to kids. We ain't going to charge that square footage for every bedroom that you have for children. So, just consider God's child tax credit. How about that? He says. Shouldn't have to pay for raising a child. Not like that. You pay with love. You pay with time. You pay with taking care of them. And then it brings the part about the mothers. See, that's a job. And though it won't really be a salary, we're going to make sure that you have money. Because the husband that helped you make them children, he's going to have compensation for it. See, we can't take a guy that has 5 kids and expect him to cover all this expenses. Some say, oh, well, he deserves it. Yeah. If you're thinking that, you're not getting with the program. It's children taking care of children. We're all God's children. We're here to serve. And face it, mankind cannot go on without children. So we got to compensate for that. And your employer will know that. And so, that W-2 you fill out, at least here in the United States, about how many dependents you have, is actually going to be set in your salary. All right. He's going to cover the expenses up to the age of 14 for children with men, so that women have the money to stay home and take care of them and to raise them right. Because here's the role of a woman. See, children understand love when they're shown it. And they can't be shown it when the mother has to go into work and cover this shift or do this job, and the children have to stay at home and just watch a boob tube or do something. See, the women have to have that freedom for activities for the children. And there is nobody better for that job than a mother. And so we got to give her that ability. We got to take the fear of surviving every month away from her. Now, they turn 14. We're going to have to change it a little bit. Because we don't want to raise children that are going to be addicted to sitting on the damn couch playing video games until they're 18 and can hit the world. No. We're going to have other programs for that. Children are going to have OJTs and apprenticeships and things to start learning what they want to do with their life to get them out on the right footsteps. And so mothers' roles will become not unneeded, more of an observatory position. Will observe their children becoming adults. And she will have free time. And she will be able to take a shift, work at this place, work at this restaurant, or work at this dollar store, whatever. And so that is how it's going to go for the mothers and the fathers and their salaries. We're going to take the burden of survival off the children of God. Everyone is going to be able to go to the House of Eden and get help with their survival needs. That doesn't mean you show up at the house and say, dude, I cannot live with this 40-inch TV anymore. I have got to have a 60. I mean, come on, I cannot. Because the monk and nun will sit you down and say, nah, you're not really catching what this is. Let me see if we can explain it to you. See if you have children that need shoes. That's something he can help you out with. And what you got to do is look in your heart. The House of Eden is for needs, not wants. Wants you got to get yourself. And in all honesty, if you're truly going to be a child of God, you're going to find that your needs are all provided for you. And that maybe those wants are part of what makes you miserable. Because you want. Yeah. That's another one of those bad things about your avatar. It wants. But what does it really need? I can tell you one thing mine does not need is friggin' cigarettes. Oh, shit, I do not need those damn things. And he still got me doing it. I live out my curse, I guess. But it's going to take people figuring out what's important in life. And you'll find that that juicy machine won't mean shit 100 years from now. But you know what will? That Sunday afternoon movie you sat with your kids and your husband, and you guys laughed your asses off. You had an awesome dinner. Sang songs before you went to bed. That you'll have forever. That juicer ain't shit. So invest your time in boot camp. In the real treasures. It's the only thing you get to take with you. Is all your experiences. And he's telling me that all this that I'm telling you is really new to most. But in 10 years, it will be like, wow, how did we not see this? How did we not see the peace of God right in front of us? He tells me some of you are slapping your forehead right now. Oh, what the hell was I thinking? Yeah. That's my job. I'm here to make it simple. I'm here to make everybody wake up. Smell the roses. Figure out what is going on. So, next comes the part about your lease in your home. See, God wants you to take care of his property. And so if you have the ability to make it better, spend the money to put in new windows or what have you, do it. You're going to find you do have money. And he does want you to take care of the property. After all, he's your landlord. All landlords love it when you take care of their property. Oh, and by the way, the guys that own the rental properties, yeah, they're out of jobs too. Except those that repair them. Those guys are still going to be on board. And those that sit in the office every day, having to write up the leases, giving keys out, taking keys back and such, yeah, they're still going to have a job. It's just the one that collected all the money. He's the one that's out of a job. Or she is. They're going to have to go out and get real jobs. So, we're going to make this work. Everybody's going to have a real job. And we're going to make some real changes. Said you have no idea how bad debt has been killing humanity. Damn bullshit. Oh, the only way the economy will grow is with more debt. Bullshit. Watch it grow now. See, that was just an illusion. Those that have those big bank accounts, owned all them banks, had all that money. They wanted you. More debt, yes. If we need more jobs, we need more debt. That's the only way we're going to get more jobs. Watch the jobs that pop up now. We're going to have a ton of building to do. And demolition. Because there's some buildings that just need to go. This is a simulation based on entropy. Everything rots and falls apart. And believe it or not, a lot of buildings were not built very good. At least that's what he's telling me. So, every country is going to have to assess the damage. It's kind of like we just did with all the bridges. Well, that freaked us out, didn't it? Damn bridge just fell down. Like I said, we got a ton of work that needs to be done. In the rest of the world, we all going to be taking showers after work. St. Patrick, Christ the second son, second king, covering the people.